Hi everyone, welcome to Teacher Gela podcast. I am Teacher Gela. Guys, have you ever heard of crumpled paper art? Crumpled paper art. This is quite common art activity among teachers. So I myself tried it with my students as well. In the summertime, I guess, in the preschooler room, so they were 3 years old. It's like you just need a paper. You can use a regular like printing paper, or you can use kitchen paper towel. That works too. But we used a regular printing paper, and I asked the children to crumple their paper first. So from the beginning, it's interesting for children because they never really heard of teacher asking you to crumple the paper. So it's interesting from the beginning. They crumple their paper, and I prepared watered down paint, or you can say like it's colored water, pigmented water, and then they can color their crumpled paper with the brush. When it is covered with colored paint, like watered down paint, we opened it and then dried. So by itself, the crumpled paper art by itself, it's really good process art activity. I love process art. That's why I tried it with my students in the summer. So this is quite well-known art activity among teachers. But I know that elementary school teachers like to use this activity to explain about a lesson, like the lesson about friendship or bullying. It's a big topic, right? I learned about this activity from internet. You can find about it from quite many different sources, but if you want to read more about it, I can put one website address in the blog post, but I can explain it here too. So you're gonna bring all the students together. Well, you can do it in a small group, or you can do it in a as a whole class, as a class. You're gonna give paper to everybody. If you can cut the paper in a heart shape, that would be better. Actually, I think you have to cut it in heart shape because this is gonna represent our heart inside our body. So there's a paper heart, and you ask the students to pass. This is your heart. Now you pass it to the person who's next to you. And then the teacher asks the students to say some mean things to the heart paper. Not heart paper, this is heart. So say something mean to the heart. So you can say like you are so ugly, or you are too short, or why are you so slow, or that was very stupid, something like that. Say some mean things, and then as you say mean things, crumple the paper heart. Let's try it here. Why are you so slow? You can crumple the paper heart a little bit, and then, hey, that was so funny. I wouldn't do that. Or, I don't really want to play with you. It's not fun. Or, who says that stupid thing? Now, the paper heart is like a ball. You give this back to the person beside you, who's the original owner of this heart. Give this back to the owner. And then the owner is gonna open their heart. And how is the heart like? It's all crumpled. It's all wrinkled, right? Well, You may realize that, oh my God, that was terrible thing. Why did I say that mean thing to my friend? I didn't really mean to hurt him, hurt her. I want to apologize. And you may choose to apologize and come to that person and say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm sorry. That must hurt you so badly. I'm so sorry about that. You may apologize and then try to flatten or try to unwrinkle the paper heart. But does the wrinkle go away? No, right? Even after you apologize, even after you regret your behavior and then apologize, that that hurt that you gave that person is still gonna stay on their heart, on his heart, on her heart. So we have to be careful about how we behave, what we say to our friends, to the people around us, because it can leave like permanent marks in their heart. So when you say mean things to friends, before you say mean things to a friend, think about it. That is the lesson that you can teach to children with this crumpled paper or wrinkled paper heart. This is how this crumpled paper or wrinkled heart is used in the classroom. But one day, this thought came to me. Yeah, that's really amazing activity. This is amazing lesson. Bullying is, we have to talk about it, right? Especially in the, elementary school, middle school, and high school. That's important topic. I found that like there was a time that I was in the elementary school classroom. I was in like a volunteering program that teaches children about like peace in mind or about the social skills kind of things. This is the time that I was in a university. So, yeah, we were a group of university students and we taught different lessons to the elementary school children. And I thought this bullying, the topic of bullying is such an important topic, but not easy. Not easy to explain, not easy to talk about. Well, that's my personal feeling about it. And this activity using crumpled paper, crumpled, wrinkled heart, it explains the friendship and bullying in a very nice way and perfect way, I think. So that's amazing. But one day I thought, it's amazing. But okay, who doesn't have any wrinkles in their heart? Well, I'm in my 30s, so definitely I have many wrinkles. But even for children, who doesn't have wrinkles, any wrinkles in their heart, right? But what do we do about it? And those wrinkles, once it comes to our heart, once it happens on our heart, it's not going to go away. It stays there. So that is very sad. But it's not that we can, get a new heart, right? So what are we going to do? Do we ever talk about that? And, as a growth mindset teacher, I want to talk about that because even though it is wrinkled, even though it is hurt, we can't throw it away. We will try our best to spread it and unwrinkle it and then try to live with it well. So, how can we explain this to our young children? Because, like I said, even young children get hurt in the school, among the peers. And after they get hurt, how do they deal with it? So, after talking about this wrinkled paper, how can our heart can get hurt, can be wrinkled? You can ask a question to your child. Okay, I know, I understand, we understand that these wrinkles are not gonna go away, but we don't wanna look at it and be sad all the time. How can we make it better? When someone is hurt, when we are hurt on our skin, what do we do? What do we do to our skin? Let's say you were running around and you tripped over something and you got hurt. You got scratch on your arm. What do we do there? We can put a band-aid, right? If we put a band-aid, well, it feels better because I know it got care and it's really gonna heal, it's gonna grow new skin. So that makes us feel better, right? Can we do the same thing to our heart? Can we put a band-aid on our heart? Not exactly, right? Our heart is inside our body. We can't open it and put a band-aid on it. But let's think about it. When do you think your heart feels warm, or your heart feels full, or your heart feels happy? Or when do you think your heart beats fast with joy? Let's think about those moments. Well, for me, then you can share your thoughts first so that your child can understand it better. So you can say, for me, I can feel my heart feel warm when I have a great time with my family. Like about a month ago, all my family gathered together in my house and then we had a dinner together. It was fun. Everybody had a good time. We shared a good time, we shared a good food. And that day I felt my heart feeling warm. Another moment, after I do many things in a day, at the end of the day, I feel so full. My heart feels full because I did so many things. I accomplished many things. I finished it many housework. I finished it studying. I finished it reading. I even had a fun with my friends. Amazing. I had a great day. So that day, I could feel that my heart was full. Those moments when your heart feels warm, when your heart feels full, when your heart feels joy, when your heart beats fast, those moments are like the band aid to our hearts. It may got hurt in the past, but those good memories, happy moments for the heart can work like a band aid for our hearts. Do you understand? Or we can imagine like we're giving sprinkles, like the sprinkles on the cupcake. We're giving a beautiful sprinkles on top of our heart. So you can think about the moments that you felt your heart feels warm, heart feels full, or when your heart feels happy, it beats fast. So what are your moments? Well, if your child has a little bit hard time thinking of those moments, then you can help a little bit by asking a little more specific questions. Like, have you ever felt happy or joyful when you are playing alone? Or you can think about when you were with friends at school. Were there any time moments that you felt so happy you could even feel that your heart was happy? Or you can think about special moments like when all the family gathered together, or like the special holiday time, like Halloween or Christmas time or Thanksgiving. Think about the time there. When you ask a little more detailed questions to your child, it will be easier for them to, come up with an idea. And if you like this crumpled paper art or wrinkled paper heart activity, you can actually try this. After explaining about the lesson, you can actually get a paper and then cut it in a heart shape like this, and then actually try this activity with your child. Open it, and then every time you or your child comes up with the great moment that your heart felt warm, your heart felt happy, every moment you can add extra a piece of paper, like a patch or like a band-aid. You can actually put it on the heart. Or like I said, you can have glitters and then sprinkle the glitters on top. When you do something with actual material, it can help children to understand the concept better. Well, if you're not into art or like if you don't want to prepare these things, this is not necessary thing. But if you like it, try it. Okay, I want to give you a book to add about this lesson because story always help our children to understand things better. And the book has the pictures as well, right? So it's easier to understand. Well, the book that I found does not explain about the lesson exactly the same way, but it is related. And I'm sure by repetition of reading this book, they will get it. So the book that I found is The Heart and the Bottle by Oliver Jeffers. Do you know Oliver Jeffers? I love his book. And this one, I just found it. And it's amazing. It's so beautiful story, so beautiful illustration. Let me give you the storyline quickly. So there's a girl and she is with the man. It doesn't say in the book if it's her dad, grandpa. I don't think it's a grandpa. The man doesn't seem very, very old. Anyway, it can be anybody. It can be her dad, it can be her uncle, it can be her, I don't know, friend, not a friend, it's an adult. It can be brother, maybe. But anyway, there's a girl with the man, and she has a great time with the man. She looks at the star. She is full of curiosity. She goes out to the sea with the man. She does many great things with the man and she makes great memories with him. But one day, she is left alone. The man is gone, and the girl is very sad about it because she was always with him, but now he's gone. She was hurt, and she felt that her heart was aching. So she decides to put her heart in a safe place. So she takes her heart out and then put it in a bottle. And then she put a string on it and then she hang it around her neck and goes everywhere with it. But the girl realizes that the heart was safe and she wasn't hurt anymore. But at the same time, she couldn't feel any good things either. She didn't feel hurt, but she didn't feel good either. She didn't have curiosity about the world anymore. She didn't notice any beautiful things in the world. So things were different. One day she realizes that this is not the same. This is not good. She forgot how beautiful, how good the world is, and her life is not enjoyable anymore. So she decides to take her heart out, but she couldn't get it. She tried shaking it, she tried breaking it with the hammer, she tried dropping it from a very high place, but nothing works. She couldn't get her heart out. But when she meets a little girl in the beach, the little girl was full of curiosity. When she finally meets the little girl solves the problem. The little girl somehow knew how to get her heart out. So she helps and she gave that heart back to her. The girl, not the little girl, the other girl, she finally felt full again. She finally felt the interest or curiosity about the world. She knew that the chair that the man was always sitting was empty, but her heart was not empty anymore. Beautiful story, right? So, this story is about loss and healing. So, not exactly the same as the lesson that we were teaching to our children, but it's similar. So, when you just read this book to your child, she or he might not understand it at the beginning, at first, but read it again and again and again. They will understand. They will get it. They will feel it. But if you want to add your, extra explanation, go ahead. You can explain it like that. After doing this paper wrinkled heart activity, you can say, so what do you think about the story of this book? The girl was hurt, right? Because her favorite and the closest person was gone. She was sad. Her heart was broken. It was hurt. And she didn't want that happen again to her heart. So she kept it in a safe place. But what happened? Without her heart, actually in her mind, actually in her body, she couldn't feel anything. Not just bad feeling. She couldn't even feel the good feelings. And that was not fun. So our heart may get hurt from outside world. And we can try to protect it as much as we can. But because we are living in a world with so many other people, with so many other things, it is possible that we get hurt and our heart get hurt. So we probably get wrinkles on our heart. But we can just take it out, right? What happened to the girl? She couldn't even feel the good things. So we can take it out. So we have to learn how to heal it. We have to learn how to live with our wrinkled heart. And then you can talk about the ways to heal our heart. This book, the illustrations are beautiful, soft, gentle, dreamy. I don't know, that's how I felt about the illustrations of this book. And the story is good too, right? So I think this book is worth it to own it and then read it again and again and again because this is important lesson, important topic, right? We gotta learn how to live with our hurt heart and hurt mind. All right? That's what I wanted to talk about it with you. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time again. Bye.